I mean, look at this guy. You just want to save him, don't you?
Not apologetic.
Nonsense.
Today is all about Shadow Boxx. If you don't follow the channel, you may not know who Shadow is. Well, this beautiful baby boy is Shadow Boxx. Yes. We've gotten increasingly bad news about Shadow Boxx over the past couple months. And now it's sad to say we may be at the end of our journey. Not only is he going through heart failure and kidney failure, but he's also gotten liver cancer. So before we go into all of that, I thought we'd go through the journey that got us here. So Shadow Boxx is 15 years old. I got him 10 years ago. A girl had came out of state to live with me. She brought Shadow with her. Now, at this point, I wasn't an animal person at all. Matter of fact, I was flat out against the idea of him coming. But within months, we were just inseparable and best friends. Now, that relationship ran its course. When the girl moved out, she took Shadow with her. After a few months, I went and got the dog back, right? So let's fast forward up until 5 years ago. Right after I had gotten him back, he started losing weight dramatically. No one would help me. I'm going from vet to vet, specialist to specialist. And as it turns out, he needed this emergency surgery that only a special vet surgeon could do it. So we had to travel 2 or 3 hours, multiple thousands of dollars. At this point, I wasn't making much money. I had to get I don't remember if it was a loan on my truck or what exactly it was, but we got that done. And then he was good as new. So pretty uneventful. And then a couple years ago, he had went into heart failure. And I didn't know that. I just knew something was wrong. So once again, vet to vet, trying to figure it all out. Eventually, we get him on this medicine. And if you wait too long, it won't do anything. So I winded up catching it with a month to spare. So I had kind of, extended / saved his life twice, right? So when all this stuff's been happening all year, I thought, maybe I can pull the hat trick and do it for 3 times. I mean, look at this guy. You just want to save him, don't you? So it's been a long journey to get here, and we're still continuously fighting everything. And it is funny with stuff like this, people, mainly girls who come in and out of my life, they'll say things like, you think that dog's a baby, or you think that dog's a human. But what they don't get is I'm not delusional. I understand it's a dog, just the dog is more important to me than humans are, right? We're treating this, we're having to give him an IV, more or less every day. But the crazy thing is he still acts like a puppy. We have bad days, bad nights, whatever, but he's not just hanging out in pain. I think the lights in here might be bothering him a little bit, but he is a happy dog, jumping, running, even though he's 15 years old. Now, he has developed sundowner syndrome. So the way that manifests itself with him is sometimes at night, he'll jump down from the bed. He'll run somewhere in the house, sort of hide and cry, and I'll go get him, and we'll just repeat that process. Well, as it turns out, what's happening is he's getting confused, so he's not necessarily recognizing me. So once I realized what it was, I thought maybe I could bring him back when he's having one of those episodes. So I started to sing to the dog, and you will see it just snap. I'll hold him and he'll be trying to get away, and I'll start singing, and then he'll recognize me and just fall against my chest or start licking my face, almost as if there you are. I was looking for you. Some crazy bald man was chasing me through the house. Where were you? So that part is pretty sad, but, and we're at a crossroads where I don't know what to do. I've never been through this before. When do you call it? We're still, we're going the oncology route. We're still treating it. And he's having more bad days, but he's still having more good days. So I'm not going to rob him of the remainder of his life by calling it right now because it's, $500 a month or so right now to keep things flowing. We're just going to continue down the path, I guess. But yeah, I don't know when to make the call, how to make the call. Now we do have a plan. I live out in the country, so when that day does happen, he'll be buried out here and there will be a sapling put on top of him in the front yard. So essentially, as that tree grows, he'll be what feeds that tree and become part of that tree, which is great in the long run because it's kind of like you still have a part of him with you, but it's going to be so depressing in the short term, where every time I step outside, I'm just reminded of that. So yeah, when it does happen, and what I hope for is just in his sleep, right? But logistically, how do you even handle that? You're not comfortable? What do you say? Are you comfortable? Lights bothering you? All right, let's put you in the other room. On top of everything else, he has cataracts, so, I don't think these lights are very good for his eyes. But like logistically, let's say he goes in the middle of the night. Like, do I wrap him in a blanket and then just wait till morning to do the burial? I'm not going to put him outside. I'm not going to disrespect his body in that manner. But yeah, it's real depressing stuff. And what's the most depressing about it is going from saying good night to him to saying goodbye every night. Because I don't know if we're going to make it through it, right? Now that I know he has that sundowners, it does explain a lot of the bad nights. Like, had a real bad one a couple weeks ago, and I panicked, got him baptized. Like, I thought that was it. But as it turns out, he was in a panic due to confusion. So like I say, right now we're working with my vet. We're working with a specialist. He's on specialty foods. He's on, his pills, his supplements. But as a general rule, he still roams the property, went down to the lake the other day, barked at the fish, He's still running and gunning. So right now we're just kind of playing it by ear. But yeah, it's kind of been like this all year, not knowing when, what, if. Really sucks. Like you have these dogs and the quality of life they get is directly reflective on you, right? If you put in the little bit of effort, the little bit of time, the little bit of money, they can have a tremendously great life. But you get attached. And damn it, I don't want to let go. But I'm also not foolish. I know at a certain point, my money's not going to save him. As much as I wish it could, if I could just throw money at it, that's exactly what I do. Hell, that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, if you have any advice on this, go ahead and hit me up, whether it be comments, the Instagram DMs, at Travesty417. Yeah, I'm kind of at an impasse where every day is kind of torture because you don't exactly know what's going on. So if you do have puppies, enjoy them, because no matter how much you want to put it out of your mind, you are coming towards the situation I'm in right now, right? It's unavoidable. They don't have long life expectancies. Someone once told me something. They said, do you know why God doesn't give dogs wings? I, of course, said, why? And he said, so we wouldn't know they're angels. And damn it, that is very true. It also reminds me, I saw this painting early on in owning dogs that really put everything in perspective. It was a painting of a man and his dog sitting on a park bench on the side of a river. And each of them had thought bubbles. Inside the man's thought bubbles was money, cars, women, things that he doesn't have that he'd like to obtain. In the dog's thought bubble, it was that exact scenario. It was him and his owner sitting on that bench on the side of that river. It doesn't take much to give them a good life, so I don't see why anyone wouldn't do it. It shouldn't be strange where you give the dog a good life, so you're branded as, oh, he thinks they're a person. He thinks that should be normalized. It's so easy, all they care about is you in their life, so fucking care about them a little bit, right? But like I say, if anyone's got any advice, I will gladly take it, because at this moment, I am just swimming in a sea of torturous confusion. But yes, we hope everything goes well with Shadow Boxx, and we will continue to fight until there is no fight left.
Not apologetic.
Nonsense.